My mom drugged me kicking and screaming. I did not want to come to this school.
It's the only school I found for like engineering, like it was their main thing.
Dr. Lee pushes us really hard.
He's very strict, for sure.
I am tough. The world out there is tough.
It's sometimes overwhelming.
The world doesn't reward those who can't do the job. Students need to face rigors,
Pushing you to be someone,
to be challenged,
be ready for college.
and to never give up.
It's hard, but not impossible.
I'm not gonna say that it was always easy to work with him.
If life is about looking for the easy way out, well, then I think engineering is the wrong path for you to go.
And it turned out to be one of the best choices that I've made so far.
He told me, once I figure out what your weakness is, I'm gonna give you situations where you have to confront this weakness so you can get better. And I'm like,
He may be tough, but he's trying to help you.
So it was just like, this is great, I'm gonna do it.
If I wanted her to go into engineering and be prepared to possibly study for it in college, this was the best place for her to be.
Say we had a family who was in need of dire first aid, we can carry a first aid kit.
Building technology that is very important, that is very improving for the future.
One of the main projects we're working on right now is our Drones for Disaster Relief project.
This was a project that was inspired by Hurricane Harvey. We're going to utilize drone technology to help us better serve those impacted.
We are allowing our students to say, hey, think of a problem that's happening and see how can you support, help, and build.
Okay, class, here's the goal, here's your constraints. Now I want you to develop your own solution to the problem.
If you need to build a drone, there's no instruction. It's kind of like open source.
You know he has the experience, but he's not gonna tell you everything, and I feel like that's a really good key point.
We're configuring this brain and this GPS so it can be placed on the drone.
If a teacher keeps spoon feeding you, I don't think you're learning. You're trained to be a puppet.
And we're not teaching you to beat a test. We're teaching you to beat the problem.
Just wanted to see if our drone will be able to carry our design.
True learning is when the problem's given to you and you have to go research.
and research and research.
You have to dig.
Worked and practiced.
We have to carry a small water bottle to deliver it to people in disaster areas.
And there's going to be failure.
Fail, tried again.
Failure is okay.
Failure is an opportunity to learn.
Failure is more like, this is wrong, so how do I make it right?
If you fail, you didn't learn anything, well then your failure doesn't help you.
I'm creating a SketchUp design for my third generation payload prototype.
Failure is the only way to success.
It's enlightenment.
You probably learn more from failures than from success.
It's a bit more difficult than normal because you have extra weight with the payload, but for the most part it's fine.
If you're a survivor, right, say, we need help. Just wave your hand, okay?
Project-based learning teaches you how to work with people.
Operations, we need you to go forward into the disaster area.
Not everyone is like you. Not everyone is gonna think like you.
Which allows them to be in a real world mindset to say, hey, when I'm in a firm, I'm with whoever my boss puts me with.
Some people are going to be very good, some people are not going to be so good, and Dr. Lee exposes them to that right now.
The way most industries and jobs are set up these days, you're going to have to work with a group of people. It's not just a one-man show.
I'm just going to the disaster area and setting my camera with the thermal.
So you have these people on your team who don't want to work.
It shows them what they can expect out of the real world.
And then you go to Dr. Lee trying to complain.
He encourages the kids to think for themselves.
And he's like, you got to figure this out yourself.
When you get to college, they're not going to hold your hand.
I've been irritated with every person on my team, a lot of people in the class, and Dr. Lee, all at the same time. Just trying to deal with all of that.
If you're going through something that's difficult and you're becoming better, it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing.
So we're flying our observation drone. It's going to serve as a viewpoint for the drone with the EpiPen.
I've been stung by a bee and it has activated my allergy.
All students work together to solve one common problem. It's just essential to be an effective communicator, to be an effective problem solver, but most important to be a person to help enhance the world that we live in.
Project-based learning isn't just for a particular field. I think it's career readiness.
I want to be a biomedical engineer, probably go to Texas A&M.
Aerospace engineering, Harvard, MIT, something like that.
I aim to be a mechanical engineer. I think being at Booker T. Washington will definitely help me get there.